Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Trolling with SuperSteve. Of course, you're here in NHB, so you're trolling NHB posts. I found this one to be interesting because it said, name wrestlers that made you fall in love with wrestling. I particularly, I really don't like these posts, but I'll just tell you what I put. Steve Swanka, it wasn't a wrestler. It was the ideal of wrestling itself. But I will say this. Ronnie Garvin was getting his ass beat with a tennis racket by Jim Cornette in the Midnight Express. The first time I fell in love with wrestling. You know, that wasn't only the first time I fell in love with wrestling. That was actually the first time I seen wrestling. So I was like, I think when the very first time you see wrestling, either you're going to love it or you're not. You're not going to learn to like wrestling. It's something that's in you or it isn't. You know what I mean? You're either wrestling or you're not. And then I don't want to mess up my computer, so I won't go into things, but like someone said Johnny Weaver, Medusa, Sherry Martel, views in AWA, which was pretty much where I was watching Ronnie Garvin get beat up with a tennis racket. Let's just go in here and see 24 more comments. Can we get into the comments, please? There we go. Did you see that weird light? Doing something. Just wanted to do this though because we're gonna move on to a different post here in a second. But I just want to see what people are saying. Okay, here we go. This is what everyone said. Old school Johnny Weaver, Shawn Michaels, Savage. These are people that made something happened. These are people that I don't like that. Something happened. These are wrestlers that people fell in love with, okay? So hopefully we can get back on track. It's the most ridiculous computer ever. It's only 7 o'clock and I can't go get my son's phone. I have to use his ghetto computer. Okay, so moving down. Trust me, it's gonna be worth the wait. You'll see my points in a second. My computer is frozen. It'll be unfrozen in a second, I'm sure. Okay, look. Okay, it's unfrozen. But then I'm not going to click back onto that because it didn't work. Okay, but further, you scroll down. Scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Then here it is right here. Name a wrestler you never liked. What? Now, I wasn't able to go into the other wrestlers. I tell you this, there was only 28, I think. People commented on that, but 41 commented on this. But here's the thing, I guarantee you that For half the names that are here are in the other list as well. So let's see if we can click into this one without messing up the computer. Okay, it did sign. But I will say this, a wrestler that I never liked, Honky Tonk Man. Oh my goodness, I never liked that wrestler, ever. I never liked him anywhere he ever wrestled. I think he was the luckiest freaking wrestler on the planet, and he didn't have an ounce of wrestling skill. If he wasn't related to, I think he was related to Hulk Hogan or Macho Man. If he wasn't related to one of those guys, he would have never gotten into wrestling. Or into the WWE, I should say. Anyways, the guy was irritating. I couldn't stand him. He drove me to drink and smoke marijuana. I didn't drink marijuana. I was drinking pretty much whatever I can get my hands on. But I smoked a lot of marijuana because of the Honky Tonk Man. Okay, let's see what everyone says. Punk and Rollins. And like someone wanted to argue with him about that. Then this other guy said Miz and Dolph Ziggler. You know what? I like the Miz. Tony May says Kevin Owens. Oh, you know what? I'm normally not going to be calling people out on their names, but really, Tony Mays, really, you don't like Kevin Owens? What's up with you, bro? First you fucking kick me out of your fucking wrestling group. Well, you didn't kick me out, but I left. But dude, let me tell you something about your wrestling group, Tony Mays. Belongs on a list like this. One of the wrestling groups that suck the most. Then you got some guy put Robbie E. I agree, I don't like Robbie E. Benoit, someone put Benoit, Punk, Miz, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, the Ric Flair, Seth Rollins, Lesnar, Shane Douglas. You know, I never liked Shane Douglas either, man. That guy was just like, you know, he wasn't quite good enough to cut it as a face or to be a good wrestler. So he turned heel and like, oh my God, the things he did was despicable. I never liked Shane Douglas at all. Someone put Trish? Really? Must be gay. That dude must be full on gay. Because like, Trish Stratus #1 was an excellent wrestler once she learned to wrestle. She did a damn good job. Okay, and then someone put Daniel Bryan. I'm sure we have a few Daniel Bryan. Another Miz. I like the Miz. The Miz was a he was straight up a horrible person. He was a great heel. And it's not like he just jumped out of MTV and into wrestling. No, he went to wrestling school and learned to become a wrestler. Oh my God, this guy's got like someone from every different federation. Hogan nerd. Bill. Oh, Hogan, Nerdville, Ryback, Styles, and Albert. You know what? I'm not going to name this guy's name, but you could be able to get with the program, buddy. John Cena. Of course, there's a lot of John Cenas. Why don't you love my hero and yours? I'm going to hypnotize you right now. Woo! You are a John Cena fan. You will always support John Cena from this day forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're a John Cena fan. Okay, move it on. See, here's another guy who agrees with me, Honky Tonk Man. That guy drove me to drink. See, we got a lot of Jeff fucking Jarrett. You know what? Jeff Jarrett, he plays his character to the T, man. So, like, I'm sure I'd like him. You know, I probably wouldn't like him. I don't know. I don't know about Jeff Jarrett. I don't know. I don't know about Jeff Jarrett. And anyways, we got some Hardys. But I was just like, isn't that weird how like we had name the wrestlers who you fell in love with and name the wrestlers that you can't stand? Wasn't that weird how it was like just like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 posts apart? I wonder, let's go see if the person who posted this is Joe White posted that. And then this one was posted by Cody Rizzo. Let's try to. Still got like 2 minutes to see who people hate. Or let's see who people love. Okay, it worked that time. So people love Old School, Shawn Michaels, Savage, the Hulkster, growing up Detroit and Toronto wrestling, The Sheik, Horseman, Austin, Goldberg, Warrior, Triple H, DX, Piper, Jeff Hardy, Sting, Booker T, Hulk Hogan. So as you can see, Devon Eriks. My point was correct that everybody that's on this list, everybody that people loved, is on the other list as well. Everybody that people hated. So I just fell in love with the ideal of wrestling. But I do have one wrestler that I do hate more than anything than life itself, is the Honky Tonk Man. Oh yeah, baby, I'm the Honky Tonk Man. Woo, woo, woo.